Greetings and welcome to another episode of the Planetary Persuader. I am Cosmic Kev, your host, and this is for the week beginning Friday, the 14th of December 2018, and it goes through the 20th. So this is the darkest days, folks, until we get to winter solstice next week. And if I was to see the moon, depending on the cloud cover, which is pretty common in December in Northern California, we would see the moon. It's like in the nakshatra of Purva Bhadrapada, or Purva, which is ruled by Jupiter. And part of it's in Aquarius. So it's probably in the constellation of Aquarius, just about to go into Pisces in the sidereal Vedic Jyotish zodiac, which is more astronomically correct, is where we look in the sky to actually see the moon. And so this particular nakshatra, it's ruled by this ruling deity called Ajakapada, and it's like this one-footed goat. And one of the symbols is the happy face, sad face, or the two faces that you see in theater. And one of them's looking out towards the future life after death, and the other one's looking at the past elements, the sorrows, the joys, whatever. It's also, one of the symbols is a funeral pyre, too. And so there's this combustible feeling with it, and having, recently lived through a lot of friends and people I know of that had everything in their life burned completely. It's huge. It's an ultimate release. And when I talk about the signs of the zodiac, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, this is where we're giving up all that ambition and seeking something more spiritual, something that's really permanent, which is our love and which is our devotion, and it's our good works, and that's what's really going to make things in the long run work out for us. And so as we go into this weekend, I think that's something that we should keep in mind. Other things to say too is that by Sunday, the sun will be moving out of Scorpio in the sidereal Vedic zodiac. This is, by Sunday the 16th of December, going into Sagittarius, literal Sagittarius, where, and that's also the Mula Nakshatra area of the sky, which is, where sometimes there's calamity and loss, but also the deep secrets of healing, the root of things, root causes. And we're going to see a lot of truth. This week we've got Neptune and Mars conjoining each other, and deep truth is coming out, folks. And so this will be something to consider, at this time. And not, sometimes people are upset about deep truth, and kind of like Edward Snowden. I'd say he's probably best example of that I can think of. Very naive, very talented, mature young man, but went in with full-on faith. Got to consider all. All right. Sign by sign, we're going to do this. This is the last week of Western Sagittarius in the zodiac. So here we go. Greetings, Aries. Welcome to your forecast. I think it's good. You're in a place right now where we've got the sun in the 9th house, we've got the moon in the 12th house. These are very Jupiter-ruled houses, Jupiter-ruled signs. Good fortune, good fortune's coming to you. Since Mars is with Neptune in the 12th house, that's secret enemies and sometimes deception. And I always find it disturbing when journalists are killed because of bringing out truth, and that powers that be can't handle that. And it's not the only thing. I mean, I've heard stories about Dead Sea Scrolls moving and cars bombed and all kinds of crazy stuff. But eventually the truth comes out because the truth is in the rocks, man. It's every sound vibration is permanently recorded, even before cell phones and cameras everywhere. It's all there in nature, in the earth. And as we become more advanced as a people, we're going to know all of that. Be your own best friend. Here's the good thing, is that we've got Sun, Jupiter, Mercury, all in the ninth house. It's like learn a foreign language. Go back to school if you need to. Pay homage to your gurus, your teachers, your people that really love you. This is going to take you forward in life, and it's going to make things better. And just work on your health. Work on making your life better. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, greetings, Taurus. Welcome to your horoscope. Well, the good news is Venus in the 7th house. It's like, ooh, la, la. Just feel the love all around. There's so much love. And your essence is love. Your essence is the simple pleasures and gifts of life. This is what makes you so adorable, really. It does. It's what makes Taurus so adorable. Is because they live for the realm of satisfaction. Like, I want to just be satisfied and live in the world of satisfaction. Well, if we were constantly satisfied, we would never do anything. So let me first establish that. All right. I think of people in area Veda. We talk about Pitta, Kapha, Vata. The Kaphas are probably the most satisfied people. And they're dealing with the sattvic tendency, which is harmonious and balanced and good, and also the tamasic, which is inertia, not moving. It's kind of like dead and destroying stuff. So what you need is, you need that fire to get you going, and you need that air to intellectually strategize what your next move is going to be. And I think working with your hardships right now, with Saturn and Pluto in the 9th house, there's actually a gift there. There's a gift that Saturn and Pluto both have for you. And Saturn's gift is, hey, stay disciplined, stay consistent. I see you. I know there's good days and bad days. Just stay with the program. I'm going to help you. And Pluto is like saying, hey, there's some insights you can get right now from other people, other places. Really listen to your teachers for those insights, and things are going to be better for you. And your social life is fairly rocking, especially this weekend, Friday night, Saturday night. It looks like good times to me, that you're ready to have a little bit more fun. I mean, Saturday night maybe be a little bit careful, don't be part of your own undoing as the moon goes into Aries, but I think overall things are good for you. Well, hello, Gemini, and welcome to your horoscope. And when I was into it last week, we talked about how, Sagittarius is your partnership sign, and this is your partnership period right now. And that there's really good work opportunities still. I know, it's kind of a funny time of year, but I wouldn't be surprised that you land a really good job during this period right now. And there is a lot of love. There's a lot of good spiritual alliance with Jupiter. There's a lot of information about being a good educator or getting a good education. Getting a good message from Mercury. And I really like the philosophy of what are you feeding yourself with right now? What kind of information are you taking in? Because that's kind of like our mental hygiene. That's part of what we're eating too. So sometimes you have to take on the happy stories. You have to take on the positive stuff. I'm not saying be Pollyanna, but there's only so much gloom and doom we can deal with before we're just depleted and defeated. And this is not a time for depletion and defeation. This is a time for encouragement. So encourage yourselves. Don't be defeated, but encourage one another. Encourage yourself. Do things that motivate you to do better. Believe in yourself. And you're like a leader right now, Gemini, with Mars and Neptune and the moon. You're showing your stuff is being seen in public, and this can be a good thing for you. Okay. Well, hello, Cancer, and welcome to your horoscope. Sagittarius time it's about hard work. I said this last week, and so the work continues, and it's about keeping your health keeping your health in check, in gear, in a good place. Which means eating right. It means, saying no to sugar and flour products, not eating the Christmas cookies maybe, and just sticking to having, butternut squash and, kale from the garden and lettuce and, maybe some seasonal fruits like persimmons and pomegranates and apples. But, resisting the tendency to overdo it with junk food, basically. That's going to help right now. And in a lot of ways, this discipline is improving your health. It's going to improve your thinking. It's going to make you more attractive to other people. Being more attractive to other people is nice. I like that. I'm going to be more attractive to other people. And a lot of it's going to be that mental hygiene and just being a better coworker, working well with people for a cause is going to help. You're going to do that. You're hungry to do better. And there's also, you might have a lot of disturbances in your relationship right now. This is a difficult time for relationships for Cancer. Past life hurts that need to be resolved. And it's like, if there's any one thing I can do, it's like I want to put you in that place of comfort and trust. Okay. La-di-da. Here we go. Greetings, Leo. Welcome to your horoscope. Well, it's a happy time, and it's just gotten a little bit happier. Jupiter, Sun, Mercury, all in the 5th house. Your children seem brighter, like they're doing well. And that there's all kinds of potential for them to be more generous, to be leaders, to be brilliant at school, to have good fortune, that their life is doing good. And so any prayers you say for your children are going to be manifested in a good way. Anything that you want to do in the world of art or spirituality or research, intellectual pursuits, or even executive running your own business, all of that works out better during this period. You've got something going on right now. There were many times when I was a kid and I was broke, I would just go to a tree that had some mistletoe growing on it and just shake it out, take them, put a bunch of little red ribbons on them and sell them in front of the store, for $1 a piece or whatever. And I'd get some Christmas money, and I'd be able to honor my brothers and my parents and people in my life just by doing something. That nature all around us has gifts for us, and that we can be innovative and we can take advantage of that. Working on health issues, you might have some long-term health issues that have really been causing you pain. And there you go. People that you love may not always be there for you. And that in itself is a big punishment. I've really had to learn that, And so sensitively learn to value even those you don't like. That will help a lot too. It's like, I know, we're in the world of unfriending everybody. But, don't be in this insular trench mentality. Just say, you know what, I'm strong enough, I can deal with this. Get up there. It's okay. They won't learn unless they're exposed to good thought, You might have that good thought. Working on your spiritual life right now is to your advantage. It will transform you. This is not like an easy weekend. By Saturday night, things will be looking up. Might even take a trip this weekend. This might be a launch-off point for you, going somewhere. So that sounds good. Well, greetings, Virgo, and welcome to your horoscope. Well, things have been, what they have been. It's been sort of insular, and maybe you feel a little isolated, and that you need to get out in the public more, so your worth can be seen. I think this weekend there's an element of romance. There's an element of juiciness, and your desirability is being seen and is coming forth and is being shown forth, and it's beautiful, And so some of your beauty is being seen. And Mars in the seventh house can make you more of a sweetheart. It can show that you have some negotiating ability. I think it's like, giving gifts early in some ways is going to be favorable for you, Virgo. And so you're in the window. It'll get there before Christmas. If you go now and just work on it now, just get all that stuff out of the way, just so you feel this kind of upliftment, this sense of freedom and the sense of joy. And when you can give, do give. That's really what it comes down to, because we're not always in that position in life. Your home life improves. Anything you do working on the home is gonna be better. It's gonna benefit you. And some of the really tough stuff you've had that's really hurt your heart and it's been painful. And this is a long extraction practice for you. Okay? But what I see is ultimately you're going to do better. You're going to be real and you're going to be honest about your limits. And because of this, you're going to become a better worker and you're going to become a better asset to other people wherever you go. And better relationships are coming to you. I know it's hard to believe sometimes, but they are. And so let's just take it like that. All right? Hello, Libra. Welcome to your horoscope. So Libra, with the Venus in the second house transit right now, it's something similar. It's like give love to your family. You can make some money. You can move forward during this period. I think it's right now, give a lot of compliments. And may sweetness come out of your mouth versus just putting sweetness in your mouth. Because you could really gain weight or get cavities and stuff like that, which is not fun at all. So just being good to yourself. And I know sometimes we're tired, we don't have it in us to motivate, to move forward, but, rise up. Just pray for the energy to rise up and do it again, do something good. Siblings really matter a lot. Siblings, especially younger brothers and sisters, friends, neighbors, all of them, there's a potential for a more enhanced relationship with all of them. And, in your home life, there may have been a disturbance that kept things being as cool as they could be. And your mother might be suffering in some ways, from illness or whatnot. And so she might need some extra love and help. And I think improving your own health is good right now. Work on that this weekend. Just, sometimes that's just rest, do a lot of liquids, take a whole bunch of vitamin C and zinc and whatnot. Or you might need probiotics, depending on what your chronic condition is. Got to make things better right now, and improve. And improve. And the kind of work that you're hungry for is coming your way. But deal with your trauma with your mother and your home situation, and get better. That's it. Yeah. No. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your horoscope. So, what I see for you is that you already are in a place right now where you're manifesting love. Love is coming your way more and more every day. More and more every day, each and every day, love is coming your way. And with this love, with this creativity, you're attracting good people in your life. And you're going to do good things with it. And rejoice in it. Don't stagnate, circulate. Venus actually is a motivating planet. It's not just lazy. Venus has an agenda. It has an agenda to create. It has an agenda to be in relationships. And, be in a relationship, you got to do stuff, like take a bath and, clip your nails and make your hair look good. I mean, this is pretty universal, all genders and types. Yeah, do that stuff and attend to your creative projects and more money's coming your way. I mean, I see when now that Mercury's in your second house too, along with Jupiter and the Sun, you're going to make it. Wealth is coming. You don't have to fear it. It's coming. And helping your siblings, whatever experience or trauma they've been, just giving them love and encouragement is huge right now. We're a lot more powerful than we think we are. Your creative energy is great. You have incredible visions right now of what you want to do creatively. Do it. Especially this Friday. I'd say if you're watching this today, go ahead, start on that project. Get it done. You've got it. And your desires for travel and further education, go ahead and look into that. They deserve to be pursued. You have something coming on that is beneficial to you, and we want to make sure that you fulfill that you do that work, you do that service, and it's going to come back to you tenfold. All right. Well, greetings, Sagittarius. Welcome to your horoscope. So this is the last week of Sagittarius. Next Friday is going to be the changing of the guard in the tropical zodiac. So, I mean, you really look like a winner this week. First of all, I'll have to say that, okay? Moon's in your fourth house, so it's like, in a way, it's a powerful moon, today and tomorrow. Call your mom, tell her you love her. Make a connection with your house and your home and your ancestry and what your roots are, and celebrate them and honor them in some way. It's a big deal. We don't always know how to honor our family and our loved ones. When people put flowers on a grave, it's about gratitude. And so showing that gratitude, you're moving forward in a good way. You have what people need. You're a good student, you're a good teacher, you're a good lover, you're in your heart, you're a good leader. That's what's coming up right now. Financially, things might be a little bit sticky. Okay, they may not be in the easiest place they've ever been, and that's okay. From the ashes you will rise. You will do better. Just piecework. Pick it up. Be patient. This doesn't go on forever. Dealing with karma in love relationships. You might have a blind spot. Just because somebody looks good or emotionally has triggered you, it may not be the right person for you. And so sometimes you have to really get advice from trusted friends and people. And, check it out spiritually how it feels as well. There's a restlessness this weekend, maybe a tendency to want to move. There's also a lot of reason to, like I said, check in with your mom, check in with your family. This is a time where you're working on transformation, letting go, releasing. That's important. But also appreciation what you have inherently. All right, well, greetings Capricorn, and welcome to your horoscope. Well, Saturn is in a place, is in your first house, and it's in a better place. I mean, at least in the Vedic zodiac, it's moved into a better nakshatra. It's the water god, Apis, and it's Purva Shada, and it really inspires victory. So things that you do and that you act on right now are likely to go better. So you can see them through. So seeing things through is super important right now. See them to their conclusion, be persistent, have discipline. Also with Pluto in the first house, you get insights. You get that X-ray vision like, oh my gosh, I didn't see that before. And now it's like, it's clear. It's opening up. And also the sun this week, later this week after Sunday, moving into that Mula Nakshatra too. It's that place of the secrets of the universe. They're there, and everything is coming up, is opening up, and we've got to acknowledge that. And right now, this weekend, give love to your neighbors, to your siblings. That's really important. You're in a blind spot place, but it's like good karma. You have good karma, even though things are rough. You've got help. I would keep a dream journal. Pay attention to your dreams. They've got messages for you. And as you're out there socializing, you can flirt and stuff, and you might have trauma in your life, but you desire a relationship to help stabilize you, and to be open to someone who's like kind of juicy with their emotions might not be so bad. They might be protective, and so it's hard to get to that place to see how some of the most sensitive people seem really tough on the outside. Well, hello Aquarius, welcome to your horoscope. So, I mean, you're ending things off in some ways, and you're getting insights in your dreams. Your social life is off the hook. Pay attention to your social life. Make friends with what inspires you. And note that with Uranus kind of near between the third and fourth house, this is not a stable time that's easy to find a home or a place to be. And so you kind of are going to have to go with the flow to some extent. Getting support from your siblings and your neighbors is good. Allowing yourself to work on long-term health issues is important. And bringing beauty in the workplace, ultimately can't be underestimated. You show your creative, your sweet side, your beautiful side, and the workplace and in public, and that will be rewarded. Well, greetings Pisces, and welcome to your horoscope. This is a good time for you to show that you're a leader, to show that you're real. This weekend is super powerful. We've got Mars, Neptune, and Moon all together. And so you're reflecting some of the highest things. You're reflecting an ability to get rid of evil. You're reflecting an ability to soften and beautify things on an agape love, a forgiving, wonderful, all-consuming love, and also nurturing love like a mother. That's all here with you. And you have a lot of leadership ability. You're showing intelligence. You're showing faith. You're showing executive ability right now. And your social life, people might be going through some really hard stuff. And your love life, you might have to go to another town to find somebody who really loves you in a good way, and gain things from foreign cultural creative practices. That's going to help you too. But all in all, you're hungry for better creativity, and you instinctually know how to help people in social situations that have been through trauma. All of this working together shows that you're here. So let's be here for each other. This is Cosmic Kev with the Cosmic Forecast of the Planetary Persuader. Go to Cosmic Kev 100 on YouTube, share it, or go to Citizen Television, make some comments. I appreciate you. And yes, I too am learning. Thank you. Tell a friend.